What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So guys, some crazy stuff happened last night, and I'm actually pretty excited to see not only how the S&P 500 closed in the afternoon, but also how cryptocurrency reacted to the S&P actually starting to close much higher than we originally anticipated. So as you guys can see here, the S&P 500 managed to see a big, nice bullish break outside its descending fractal here, which gave us the conclusion that we might be in a bull flag formation here, a bull flag pattern, where you guys can see pretty much here, let me just pull it up super quick, that there tends to be some sort of, bullish flag. Here's the pole, here's the flag itself. Then we break through the confirmation downtrend here, once confirming above that resistance. Then we start to see the prices run and we continue to swing even higher. Another example of this would be something like this, where we have a bull flag here, sideways consolidation, big run to the upside here, and that is exactly what appears to be the S&P 500 is doing, where we had a beautiful run to the upside, consolidated down from all the way from March into the end of, or the early May, and then we started to confirm closing above this major resistance here. Not only that, we've also talked in the past previously that this is a major support resistance line. There's tons of uncertainty that happens in this level here, and if we manage to hold above that, we should be able to see prices at least bounce off and swing to the upside. Maybe not a bullish extreme all-time high run, but at least consolidate off and start to see markets swing back up to the upside. So this does confirm good buying opportunities here. We're also looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, which also managed to either A, pump off its bottom support here on XRP. Ethereum broke through its descending fractal, and Bitcoin is breaking through its descending fractal. There are some resistances that we do have to talk about that they are hitting. We do have to talk about Ethereum hitting its resistance level at about 2934, Bitcoin hitting its resistance at 39,612. There's a few resistances. We do have to go over this. We do have to cover it, but ultimately these are some very positive signs, and I do want to go over when maybe the next buying opportunity would be for most of these major cryptocurrencies, as well as what I'm going to be doing with the S&P 500, and kind of just figuring out where we could be moving to here. So if any of that sounds exciting, definitely stick around, as we are going to not only be posting our trades here on Patreon, which hopefully you guys know, when we do make trades, not only do we talk about them on YouTube, but we typically post them earlier on our Patreon group. And we don't just talk about the cryptocurrencies we have listed and that we go over here on the channel. We have a lot more in depth that we talk about that I don't have time to publish and make videos on for the YouTube channel. So we do talk about them in the Patreon. Definitely make sure to check it out down in the description below. But with that being said, guys, today's video is brought to us by Bitget. This is another cryptocurrency exchange here. What's cool about Bitget is they're actually offering their KCGI trading competition, which is something to check out. They have a $200 Bitcoin prize pool, but really Bitget offers, you can see here, innovative products, industry-leading security, excellent customer service, dedicated derivatives exchange, as well as global compliance operations. So like I said before, I typically like to go over all my options available for leverage trading cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. So this is a new exchange that I haven't heard of here. So we're going to be going over what exactly Bitget is, and if you guys are looking for alternative exchanges here, then definitely stick around to the end of today's episode, or you can check them out with the link down in the description below. With that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, first and foremost, top 10 cryptocurrencies. Markets are starting to swing back up. You can see right now that crypto, like Bitcoin, is up 1.55. Most everything is up 2 to maybe 4% on average here. The overall market's up 2.45, so that sounds about right. But you can see the big kind of swing we had just yesterday and the day before here. So really what we're looking at, and I want to start with the S&P, then we'll talk about XRP and the other cryptocurrencies. I do strongly believe that the S&P 500 has a big factor on how cryptocurrency is traded for those new to the channel here. So that's why I've been focusing so much so on the S&P 500, because I do think it has a direct correlation with these other cryptos. Yesterday we saw a big pump within XRP and Ethereum and Bitcoin here, and so did the S&P 500. Now, we've been tracking what appears to be a beautiful descending fractal here, or a bull flag, whatever you want to call it, or pennant flag. This big funnel here, prices consolidating into here. We are waiting for a confirmation. Either we're going to continue to scale down lower inside the funnel here, or we'll break through the major downtrend you can see in purple here, and confirm a bullish run. Once confirmed, we should expect to see prices continue to scale up. That's the ideal goal here. The biggest thing was the fact that the S&P managed to consolidate all the way back down to its February and March lows, which we also saw back here in June of 2021 here. So the fact that we came back down to retest this level here was extremely vital for basically figuring out where the S&P 500 was going to be moving to. We've discussed in the past here that we still are inclined to have another panic dump left. There's still a big possibility one last panic dump, which would consolidate and probably see the correction now, or we would just, from where we currently are, start to see the consolidation back up. Maybe not all-time highs, but at least consolidating back up. And it seems like maybe we've gotten that answer just yet. Now, I'm not entirely sure, and that's why I believe coming to the end of this week will really determine where we're going to be moving to here. But you can see we're starting to correct up. Regardless, these are good buying opportunities because this means, hey, if you missed out on buying in February or buying in March of 2022, you've now been given the opportunity to do it again, which is very, very, very cool in regards to dollar cost averaging or buying in positions at extremely low levels here. The other really cool thing is pretty much a lot of these cryptocurrencies, like if we look at, there's a good exchange, the NASDAQ 100. It's a fund that mimics this. You can see here QQQ by Invesco, which is super cool. And then I'll wrap this up here. But you can see here, it shows signs on the weekly charts here that we've pretty much bottomed off. Like this shows the NASDAQ 100. Last time we retested the moving average here on the weekly charts, we were down during the pandemic in 2020. So this is 2 years of consolidation, 2 years of drop. We're finally back at it. Still, obviously, much higher than where we originally were back here, but we've managed to come back down to a point which probably marks a bottom here. I'd be very shocked if QQQ breaks below its weekly moving average, considering it's never done that in the past here. So just something to consider. But now looking at these other cryptos, the reason I believe we're probably at some sort of bottom here is, let me just show you guys here on XRP. Another reason I believe we could be at a bottom here is when you jump to the weekly charts, you can see we're bouncing off quite nicely from this moving average and the bottom support here. You can see the massive descending weekly triangle that's forming here. And obviously, if you want to play it as a moderate to aggressive trade, you could consider getting into the markets now. It's definitely more moderate to aggressive here and not on a conservative scale because we haven't seen this weekly candle close just yet. But just basing off previous history, as we've talked in the past here, typically what we see XRP do on the weekly charts here, and I just want you guys to take note, is we typically have a candle in the middle here that causes some sort of consolidation that gives us the determination of where we're going to see the rest of the market play out the following weeks. And what I mean by that is you can see here, going back to the past here, the first one we'll look at back in 2021 here, the price of XRP originally, you can see here, it takes about 3 weeks. We had the first week consolidates us up. The second week determines where we're going to be moving to. The third week is followed by that determination here. So we shot up, and had we have closed this week above this major resistance here, we would have confirmed a run earlier. But because we closed below, it confirmed a dump. Now moving forward here, you can see the next example we had right here. This is in, where is this? July of 2021 here. The first week closed us below. We consolidated on the resistance. This week closed us above here, right here, closed us above. You can see the first week closed us down. We didn't close below it, sorry, but we closed right on it here. Retesting this, the second week confirmed the direction, which was clearly above, and then we were followed by a bullish run. You can see moving forward now to the most recent one, you can see is back here, January of 2024 here, or 2022, my apologies. The first dump we had confirmed back to retest this bottom support here. This week closed us still above the support, which allowed us to see the following run in the price. So we're at a very similar standpoint. Obviously, the profits are going to be much smaller because the descending triangle is getting tighter and tighter and tighter here. But you can see we had a retest. Last week was a retest of bottom support here. This week is going to determine where we're going to see next week and the following weeks move to. So because we look pretty bullish here, you could buy in earlier as a moderate to aggressive trade. You know, if you bought in earlier here, you could maybe take advantage of that run. But we're waiting to confirm the direction this closes Sunday night of this week. If we see the prices close us either exactly where we are or at any point above this support, we know most likely the following weeks are going to start to see a run back up, which would be a buying opportunity in a long position. However, if we see prices swing back down, close us below support at 59 cents. We closed the price at 57 cents. We know that we're probably going to see the following weeks be a short position and a drop to the downside, which we'd enter on a short, which obviously you can do on your most favorable exchange. It's up to you, leverage exchange or whatever. But that's pretty much where my mind's at. So as a conservative trader, I'm typically going to wait for the opportunity to close this week, which is today's Thursday. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just 3 days. I'd be shocked if we see something like that happen in 3 days. Typically what we see happen is, today and tomorrow are going to be the most, volatile. Saturday and Sunday, most likely, we're not going to see much movement at all because the S&P 500 will be closed on Saturday and Sunday here. So it really comes down to just today and tomorrow. Once we can get confirmation of today and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday are probably just going to deviate, trade sideways, and then come Sunday night, we'll put in a trade. And if we close, which we most likely will, it seems like we're going to be above here, we'll expect to see prices swing us back up. Obviously, the first resistance here will be at 70, and then we'll swing up again and retest about 76. If we break through that, it's going to be 87. Lots of resistances at play here. But if we can get back inside here, things would be looking pretty good. So, and obviously, we could just slowly scale the stop loss up higher and higher and higher just to lock in profits here. But that's really what we expect to see happen here. So things are looking more bullish. Things are looking definitely bullish. You can clearly see we've retested bottom support. You can see we typically have consolidation, which we're seeing for right now. And that's why I think we'll have another 3 to 4 days of consolidation. But we are starting to see a golden cross opportunity on the MACD on XRP's daily. We were extremely oversold, marking a bottom. Ethereum, you can see bullish cross on the MACD. Hitting a small resistance here. I think we're going to scale out, wait a little bit longer, but we did confirm breaching above a downtrend that started back in April here. So we finally confirmed above this, which could scale us out even higher, which is exciting. Bitcoin as well. Broke us through a downtrend that started here in March. Confirmed breaking above this, which is exciting. Clearly some resistances here. We're going to try to get back inside our major ascending fractal here. Probably will get through it, hopefully, and we'll start to scale up. That's the ideal goal, is that we continue to scale up. S&P, we'll see how we close, or we'll see how we open and then close today. But we may see some flack. I mean, this has been some resistance in the past here. You can see clearly that this is a downtrend resistance, 4,300 points, where we're currently at. But there's a good chance we'll scale up. And that's honestly what I'm waiting for here. Otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I do want to talk more about Bitget with you, though. I want to give a huge shout out to Bitget for sponsoring today's episode. As with all cryptocurrency projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, as you know, I like to check out alternative cryptocurrency exchanges, different from the ones I currently use. And the reason is because the crypto space is constantly changing and getting more and more advanced every day. And I always want to make sure that I'm using the best tools out there available to me to improve my trading skills. Now, with that being said, I want to check out an exchange known as Bitget. Now, Bitget is a centralized exchange and supports both USDT and coin futures. And crazy enough, Bitget exchange claims to cover more than 40 plus regions with more than 2 million registered users. And they even have the top 5 spot on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko for derivatives. Now, their cutting edge technology and high level safety protocols allows you to make trades seamlessly and even securely, even in the most extreme of market conditions. Now, their platform also offers a wide selection of cryptocurrencies for trades through the spot or futures market with low trading fees. And Bitget is also available for mobile and desktop and has a simple sign-up process. And if you guys decide to sign up with my link in the description down below, you can actually get up to $3,000 in trading bonuses and the lowest trading fees. Now guys, in the most recent news, Bitget actually announced the return of its most coveted King's Cup Global Invitational, which is a trading competition. Now, KCGI first debuted in late 2021 and attracted close to 10,000 participants when it was first introduced to Bitget users. But since its debut last year, they've actually received extremely positive feedback from their community, and as a result, they have actually decided to double their rewards and prizes this year, which is going to be 200 Bitcoin. Now, besides spot trading, Bitget actually offers futures trading, copy trading, C2C trading, and also leverage of up to 125x and even Quanto Swap contracts, which we'll talk about in a second. Now, Quanto Swap, for those that don't actually know, is a brand new innovation in the traditional derivative space, and Quanto Swap is a contract that actually supports one or more digital currencies as a margin for cross-currency transactions. Now, this changed the traditional trading method of inverse contracts that only apply to local currency transactions, and any single currency can now be used as a margin for multiple trading pairs at the same time, and saving the hassle to exchange between different digital currencies. Now, this also improves the operational efficiency of the trader, skipping the additional steps to exchange between cryptos, basically saving you time to get profit. Now, Bitget's token, or BGB, is the pillar supporting the Bitget ecosystem, and they offer various benefits through holding, staking, and even just using BGB as margin. Now guys, by holding BGB, you'll be entitled to futures transaction fee discounts, as well as even spot transaction discounts. So guys, if you want to join their exchange or their trading competition, definitely make sure to check them out in the description of today's video. Otherwise, huge shout out to Bitget for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.